Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Yablo Plays. I figured I'd put together a little defensive tip video here because while Madden has been very good at giving us offensive tutorials, they have pretty much ignored the defense. They'll give you a couple tips about how to like change guys and how to catch the ball or go for ball hawk it. How to call a couple audibles, but it really doesn't give you any sort of situations in which you want to call those audibles or any situations where you want to call those, line shifts or coverage shifts. So this, I think, is the number one tip. I'm still relatively new to Madden, but this, knowing this one thing has helped me immensely in my defense, and it is just knowing which formation to be in based off of the offensive personnel. And so during the game, the offense, it'll tell you how many wide receivers they're going to come out with. And so if you see that they're coming out with two wideouts, two or less, generally you want to run a 3-4. In this case, the Saints, just the playbook I'm using, they have a 3-4, but there's also the 4-3, and those are the two formations you want to come out with when you see two or less wide receivers. And so you have various ways you can shift those middle linebackers around, but the end goal is to have two cornerbacks, two safeties, two middle linebackers, and then your defensive line. When you see they come out with three wideouts, that's when I'll pick up a nickel. That means you'll have an extra guy who's going to be covering the wideouts, generally the slot guy. And so this is good for these mid-range passes, I think. And then when you see they have loaded up the wideouts and they have four lining up, that is when you want to go to a dime, a dollar, or a quarter. Dime and dollar are generally, I find them fairly interchangeable. Although the bigger the currency you're going with, so when you go from dime to dollar to quarter. Actually, that doesn't really work. My analogy does not work. So, dime and dollar are basic, regular in the game plays that you can use. Quarter is when end of the game, end of the half, they're going to chuck it deep. You go to quarter, throw out your 3 deep, and you're just going to run straight coverage and try to make sure they just can't catch it and go to the end zone. Following these tips, just based off of what number of receivers that are coming out, I've found my defense just in general plays better, and now I'm starting to work with a couple coverage audibles and a couple line shifts and stuff like that. I haven't quite figured them out, but once I do, I'll throw up another video. But there you go. There you have it. Number one Madden 16 defensive tip. Pay attention to what the offense is running out there and select the appropriate formation. That's all for now, guys. Hopefully you liked this video. And if you did, like it so I know that you would rather see strategy versus me just playing some random scrubs. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Yablo out.